This is Andy with Quality Stocks. Today is Monday, December 27th, 2010. Today we're going to take a look at ADLR Corp. I hope I'm saying that correctly. ADLR is a NASDAQ Global Market stock trading under ticker ADLR. Interesting chart. It's in a pretty good downtrend recently, but overall trying to make some higher lows. We'll take a look at these indicators. I think we're going to see a lot of downtrends because it has been in such a good downtrend at this point. We're going to look for hints of any possible reversal. See the MACD and PPO both trending in that same channel. But it looks like we're about ready to get a bullish cross, shown by the histogram about ready to break through zero. So we'll look for things like this trend line to be broken. Look this try move back up, break through the money line, that sort of thing for any reversal with the candles. Be taking the same look with the PPO, looking for these little bit of divergences to possibly be a prelude to a move. ADX kind of in that classic sort of reversal position, not real high, but we do look for that negative DI to be on top of the positive DI. Leaves room for bullish crosses to happen in the future, so that's in a pretty decent position. Money flow, pretty solid downtrend, but looks like all three are trying to reverse course at this point. Possibly going to make a move to the north side. Tracking that 21. Looks like it could be trying to make its way through a downtrend as well. Nothing too significant there, but all three of them trying to turn where it looks for them to move back and head towards 50. Accumulation distribution has still kind of been holding a little bit of an uptrend recently. Even throughout that downward channel of the PPS, it's at least been trending sideways. We'll look for things like this to create a higher low. Shaking money flow heading back towards zero. Slight uptrend right now. Selling pressure is still dominant, but trying to equalize. CCI, a little bit of an uptrend. Break back through negative 100. Full stow, same way, heading towards 50. Not getting anything pretty from the tricks in the same solid downward channel as the MACD, PPO, and candles. What we'll look for at this point is any sign of a reversal as well. Still pretty close to the zero line, only at negative 0.25. So we'll look for a bullish cross, see if that happens, and this trend line can get broken. 7 just now popping through 50 in the RSI. See the 14 and 21 both pinned right against it. 49.92, 49.57. We're going to look for them to break through 50 and try and turn this chart a little bit bullish. Some of the main things we'll be looking for with this is that downward channel to be broken. See just recently, somewhat symmetrical. More importantly, we're going to look for the top side of that channel to fall and see if it's going to start to make some higher lows. Had a little bit of an up day last Thursday. The market was closed on Friday. 181,000 shares traded, closed at $1.18, just up about 2.5%. Even for what would be a typically very slow day, about average volume. Volume throughout the first few days this week should stay relatively strong, even though it's heading into the New Year's. Kind of standard issue would be for Monday and Tuesday to be pretty much normal trading days, and then volume start to slack off on Wednesday and certainly Thursday. But overall, let's look for that channel to fall. This should pull some support right there where it is. That should be the first line we're going to be looking for. It was a resistance area right through here around $1.15. Certainly a support level. Dipped below it, but wanted to pull right back up every time it dipped below it here recently. So let's look for $1.15 to hold, closing at $1.18. That's a pretty tight stop loss. It should pull more support for $1.10, which again is not very far away. This is not one of those plays that you're looking for the big home run, the 50-60% gains. From a technical standpoint, this is a little bit more of a safe play. Close stop loss, close support levels. This, of course, is going to meet some resistance from that trend line. And also from that 50-day, which is right there in front of it. You can see at $1.21. It's a blue line. I kind of have the trend line cutting through it, but it's right there at $1.21. So there's going to be some definite resistance there. Also going to meet some PPS resistance right there around $1.25. See, it had a hard time recently getting above it. Was a little bit of resistance right through there as well. Popped above it, but came right back down. That'll be pushing the upper side of the Bollinger Bands. If it can go up there and just start to try and trend right through there and then look to break through that resistance, this chart could turn pretty bullish. We'll see some crosses happen, possibly even the MACD making a full turn and breaking back through the zero line, which would be something we definitely be looking for. It will meet a little bit more resistance right there around $1.27 to try and take out some old recent highs. I'd look for this to be much more significant up here around $1.35. That's about a 10% move. That's typically our first gains. Most traders take 10% if you can get it every day of the week. 200-day moving average is coming in there. Some old resistance from the old highs. But there is still a gap unfilled back here to around $1.50. That would be a long-term target to fill that gap. Right now, we always talk about baby steps and making the initial move. And that comes with having the indicators turn, holding support, taking out $1.25, and going up here and challenging these old highs around $1.35, $1.37. So these are the type of things that I'm going to be looking for in the ADLR chart. As always, this is merely my interpretation of the chart. This is Andy with Quality Stocks. Thank you for watching and trade smart.